Day 79, 16th of August. We have a very full and busy day today, starting with laundry. Today is pack up the RV day, as it has to be delivered in the morning. Honestly, you would think we'd been living in it for a year, not a month. It all came out of the suitcases, so why doesn't it fit back in the suitcases? Nothing for it, we have to go and buy another suitcase. Not only do we have to pack, but we have to reinvent the packing, as our next rental is not an RV, but a small car. Who made that decision? And who gave them the authority to make that decision? And what were they thinking? It is hard to get good staff, so we may be offline for a couple of days. Tomorrow we drop off the RV, get a shuttle to Argentia, about 120 kilometres from St John's, then board a very large ferry to Nova Scotia, which will take about 14 hours. Once there, we pick up a small car and hit the road again, so we will be in touch on the other side.
17th of August, day 80. Overnight we travelled from Argentia in Newfoundland to North Sydney, Nova Scotia, a trip of 16 hours covering 520 kilometres. And at this point I just want to note that whilst in Newfoundland we travelled 4,600 kilometres and still didn't see enough of it. We dropped the camper back, all good, bought the team a large box of chocolates as thanks for looking after us, and they had been awesome. Then we had to wait 2.5 hours for the shuttle to pick us up, but that went fast, just talking and drinking coffee, hugs and a tear in my eye and a promise to keep in touch. And then on the shuttle we were with a lovely Canadian couple also on holiday, going to visit their mum who lives on Brathior Lake on Nova Scotia. We discussed where to go whilst on Nova Scotia, etc., and the next minute we arrived at the ferry terminal. We pick up the tickets and send some of the luggage to the hold. The staff are so lovely, always ready for a chat and always smiling, and that is how we will always remember Newfies. We settle into our own cabin, which is really nice. In fact, even though it was smaller, it was cleaner and far more modern than the Princess cruise ship. The rest of the ship is the same, a very flash ferry. Onto the top deck to farewell Newfoundland. There are 2 restaurants on board and a cafe. We opt for the buffet, and standing in line and chatting, we hear, "Please join our family at our table for dinner." A very pleasant evening spent with this Newfoundland family who now live just outside of Toronto. Rod, Angela and their 3 children. Jeremy was 14, and he stayed to chat with the adults after dinner. A very lovely young man. At 9 p.m. we parted company. Good night. Then Larry and I went off for a nightcap. Screech and dry. Had to be done. Farewell Newfoundland. We sincerely hope to be back.